Doctor
This
Stone.
Doctor Stone chapter, man. Ooh, Z equals 75. Countdown 20.
Oh, it's so good. Like, this is very, I said it last week, I'm gonna say it again. It's Hunter x Hunter in this shit with that timer. And, like, I love it. First of all, can we just talk, like, immediately, the art is, like, it's always good in this series, but it's, like, phenomenal in this chapter.
Whew, I agree.
And I can't help, but I am so tempted to make this. Okay, so page 3, where are you at, Manga Stream?
Yes.
Page 3, Senku in the tank pointing, 17 seconds. Is that not the cutest face from Senku ever?
Oh my god, I was like, Senku in the tank is the most enjoyable ever. I couldn't. It was on top. It was Mama love.
Yo, for real, he's becoming Protec somehow. He's in a. How does going in a tank make someone Protec?
This man, Senku went from
Mr. Steal Your Girl
to yes sir, I will take her to prom. I'll have her.
Yeah, he went in the opposite direction.
This man.
He did! You're great, you're right, because you were just making the joke last chapter when he dodged fucking, Taiju's fucking hug, and he was all like, oh, he's about to end Tiara's girl, look at him, he's like, Mr. Steer, and now he's all like, ah, in this tank. Oh,
this man, like, Jesus, and this man...
Dude, I laughed on there were 3 different occasions, maybe 4, during this chapter where the facial expressions alone made me fucking die.
So this chapter, man, I can tell you that the manga and the artist are preparing themselves for Jump Force right now.
Yeah, here's the action.
It's so full of feats. I was like, oh man, I'm telling you, Jump is trying to. It's a competition right now in Jump to see which character can get into amongst the new generation. Which character is gonna get the representation in Jump Force, man. Look at this shit.
Yeah, you know you gotta have Senku in the Steam Gorilla with this adorable. I am literally like.
I'm gonna do the PMG page 4, this big spread, which I need you to PMG that. That's going to be my
Senku. Dude, no, fuck you! It's my profile picture. Get out of here.
Do you know how important this is to me?
Do you?
It's replacing the Mega Man right now. That's how important
No,
Mega Man is in my life.
Thurman, you have no idea. You want to know another bro moment? I was literally about to say that but you can even rewind and when this video is uploaded and hear it. I was about to say, you know how my fucking profile picture has been that drawing from Utena for like a year almost now? I was literally about to say I'm considering replacing it with this Senku. I'm not even fucking kidding. I swear to God.
Yes, this is great. Bro, Mega Man. I'm getting into all my Mega Man shit. I'm playing Mega Man Legacy Collection. I got Mega Man Zero, Mega Man Shining Force. Senku is beating out one of my favorite video game franchises.
Nah, fam. You know what? I'm gonna do it before you can. I'm gonna do it right now. You won't even.
Well, send that PMD to me afterwards.
Me first, bitch.
Hurry up, bitch.
Oh, he's so.
While we're fanboying about Senku right now, let's talk.
Yeah. No, fuck it. Whole video. Senku.
It's still technically on topic.
No, the last thing I want to say about Senku in this tank is that it completely, like, you know how everyone has a thing they're into? Like I love that Senku is able to go from, like, this, because when he was first introduced in, like, this manga, or, like, I'm talking chapter 1, he seemed like one of those, like, I'm smart, but and my whole personality is going to be that I'm smart, and I'm all ambivalent to shit. I love that he is literally, like, as smart as Einstein or smarter, but he also takes the time to be like, fuck yeah, I'm in a tank! Like, that's the best. Okay, now we can move on. Go ahead, Thurman.
Yeah. Oh my god, Senku is definitely one of my favorite characters of all time.
Yeah, no, he is, if I can skinny myself up so I'm not a fat ass anymore, he is next on the docket to cosplay. I'm not even fucking kidding. It's just his goddamn hair is so hard. I love him. Anyway. Move on, Thurman. What's the next thing you want to talk about now that we've spent fucking 5 minutes fanboying about Senku in the tank?
Oh man, it's so what they're doing here. One of my biggest things I liked about this chapter was how I didn't feel like I felt like everyone played their part in this.
Oh,
and that's
fuck
when
yeah.
It's like even Taiju. So one of the things I thought about is the fact that the one thing that comes up mind, like page 6 when he's being the shield. I thought that, wait a minute, shouldn't he hide his face because they don't know that he's essentially betraying them. So
I mean, at this point, like, you gotta realize they're planning on this being, like, the final battle. They want this to be the big, like, we've taken it over, you're fucked now. So it really doesn't matter. All allegiances are gone. I mean, you see, Yukio, literally, like, Yukio and the fucking chick, I don't remember the name of, that was a fan of the Pop's singer. They're both out in the open betraying them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just, it was just it's like a slip of the mind. I'm like, wait a minute, shouldn't he? Like, because my thought process was like, they at least portraying them. But yeah, it makes sense. It makes more sense. It makes more sense now if they would give a fuck about it.
Now, so there's a couple things we got to talk about. So,
this cartoon moment right here, page 6, where you're definitely hitting him on the head. Bump. That's a literal like cartoon bump right there.
Yeah, for real.
Cartoon moment.
I'm not a big Taiju guy, so I was more focused on, first of all, the elegance, the beauty of Kohaku, and who the fuck...
God, you pervert.
I said the elegance and the beauty. You're the one that's always like, if you look at her tit on page 3, fucking shut up. Now, so let's talk about this sound cannon. Wow. Like, every time, and this is what I love about this manga, every time something like this shows up, when I saw this shit and I saw what it did, I was like, how do you make that? And then I turn the page and it's like, oh, here's how you make that. Cool. Now, here's what I need to... Speaking of pervert, who is this big-breasted woman? Like, at first, I wasn't going to comment on it, but this author is very specifically drawing the fact that her boobs are, like, reverse direction bouncing right now. Like, are you seeing this shit?
Oh, yeah. What page?
Page 11, lower left corner. You can see the wiggle marks, like where like her boobs are like doing the like opposite, like a Dead or Alive extreme beach volleyball. Her boobs are doing right now. They have individual boob physics, one for each boob.
Oh yeah, boing.
Well, but they're not even doing the normal boob bounce. They're doing the boob bounce where it's like you're not wearing a bra boob bounce because, you know, obviously they don't have bras. But like, look, like it's been a while since I've seen a manga where it's like one boob's up, one boob's down. This really threw me off because they actually drew the fucking, like, that's a point that's being made. Like, she's got the blushy, or like, what? Did you have thoughts on that, or am I just the perv here?
I mean, honestly didn't notice it, to be honest. I guess I was here for that moment.
I guess, to me, the only reason I noticed it is because if you see, like, there's specifically motion lines around it. Like, the author took time to be like, oh, yeah, they bouncing. Like, okay?
I mean, the artist?
Whatever, man. Like, yes.
He's the artist, their credit, okay?
I love the artist. I just misspoke. But no, I mean, she's even saying, like, oh, I can get... And also, like, oh, there's so many weird things going on. Who the fuck is this? Either way, weird-ass woman, but obviously Yukio.
Well,
fucking be gone thoughts her.
Last thing I want to talk about before we move on is Kohaku's dad right here, laying down the banhammer on this poor soul right now. This is a judge. Looking down his hand, like page 7, left panel. Look at this man. This man's just jackhammering this dude right now. That is the reaction. That shit is a fucking reaction.
That is actually, yeah. That's one of them like things that David would use, like the fucking like admin ban. You've been banned.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh man, this man doing some jackhammering. This chapter just had everything that I love. It's just great.
No, this was a great chapter. This was a fantastic chapter for sure.
Bro, okay. So you know. Okay, I talked about how they're doing some jump force shit right now. All right, here we go. So first things first, this fucking we see the author giving Senku feats after feats after feats right now. All right, look at this. This man, once he crashes the steam grill, he's like, fuck nah, bro, I ain't done yet. This man, Magma, brings out this fucking sound. I believe it's like a sound.
I brought up the sound thing earlier. Did you completely ignore me?
Shock cannon.
Wait, Thurman, I tried to talk about the sound cannon earlier, and you just said nothing. So I was like, okay, like, so now you're gonna. That's just strange.
Did you?
Yes,
Did you?
I definitely did, and I talked about it for like 30 seconds.
I think I was too distracted by the other panels. I apologize.
Great.
Shot cannon. We'll compare our thoughts here. But anyway, look at this right now, man. This is some beats right now. So I'm predicting some movesets for Jump Force right now.
Stop! They're not gonna be in Jump Force. I want it, but I doubt it.
Nah, man. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is becoming a Dr. Stone / Jump Force prediction discussion right now.
Bring out Senku with the fucking sound cannon. Yeah, he's got the sound cannon. He's got the steam gorilla. Like, he's got a whole moveset coming right now.
Look at that, man.
Now, Thurman, I just want to remind you. Do you remember when I said what I love about this manga is that they pull out some shit like this, and then I think to myself, how do you make that? And then the next page, it's like, oh, there's how you make it. Remember when I said that in this video? Mm-hmm. That I was talking about the sound cannon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I must.
And this motherfucker Taiju, just screaming into it, taking the brunt of that, because he's at the reflecting end of it, so he's just basically taking his own scream. That was actually pretty cool. Like, this is unique. This is unique combat, like, for real. Like, I love this author. Like, they make it's because it's not the norm combat. You know, this isn't like the kind of combat you're gonna see in like your Black Clovers, your Bleaches, your Narutos. Like, those ones are specifically like, here's your powers. Then they're gonna do fancy flips and acrobatics and powers, and I love that shit. But this is really unique, where like the fighting has to do with a lot of strategy, a lot of what they're making and how they use it, and it's somehow just as entertaining, and I love it.
Oof. I agree, man. It's just everything about this chapter is just I was on the edge of my feet the entire time when I was reading it. It wasn't boring or anything. It was just hype after hype. It's like a Hunter x Hunter chapter, right? You get all the explanation, all the stuff, and then once the action happens, they pile it on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and
dogs going after meat, or lions going after meat, or I don't know, animal after meat to some.
Stop digging the hole deeper. Just let it die. Please. Anyway, no, fan-fucking-tastic. I love it. I love it so much. This manga's fantastic. But what I want to talk about, at least a couple minutes, I know normally you don't have predictions, but this is a big turning point for the series, because this has kind of been the main goal of the series, to get, take control, beat Tsukasa. But, like, obviously Tsukasa isn't there yet. So, I've seen this set up a lot in manga, and I have a funny feeling that it's going to be like, yay, we won, and Tsukasa's going to show up and be like, nah, and do some crazy shit. So, what do you think?
So,
it's too easy. There's no way. Like, Tsukasa's going to show up, fuck shit up, guarantee it.
Yeah, I mean, so you think it's going to be King Bradley solo where
he just runs in. He's like, he's like, these motherfuckers taking control of my cave.
Or is it gonna be like Goku when he saw the Ginyu Force by himself?
I think it's gonna be more like, I'm getting the vibe of like, remember when the Straw Hats beat the one fucking Pacifista, and then there was like 3 more. Like, I feel like I feel like it's gonna be like, yay, we did it, and then Tsukasa's gonna show up. Maybe either he has like a whole secret army of people that he resurrected that we didn't know about. Like, oh, you thought those were my men? They're just fucking scrubs. Here's my elite men. I don't know. Or I think, knowing this manga, it's gonna be something strategic. It's not just gonna be brute force, because this manga is better than that. He's gonna come in there with some crazy strategy thing. And something that we probably won't be able to predict, because that's what this manga is very good at doing. But I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure I mean, you can't honestly think that they've just won here. Like, there's no way. So, I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
My question, though, is where's the manga go from here, right? So, like, Tsukasa, either he's going to retreat or he's going to come out there and do some crazy shit. But, like, from here, where you go? That's the big question. And the cool part is we can keep doing like cool scientific advancements. Like we can keep having like we can slowly watch him get cooler and cooler shit. Like how long until we're watching him build a fucking like jet engine? Like we're building an air force.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Eventually, man.
See how it works.
But yeah, no. See now, and last thing I'm looking at Senku on the final page. How does one make that hair happen? How do you do that hair, Thurman? Like I want to cosplay him. I do. One day, but how with the hair?
Well, maybe all you have to do is send a letter to the office to like, how does Senku make his hair? And maybe the answer will be in the manga volume.
How does he keep his hair so that in prehistoric time? What am I saying? He's a science man. I'm sure he has some shit. I'm sure he's made hair gel for himself already. You see, if you crush frogs and you put mud in it and you do this shit, hair gel. But I'm trying. I feel like I could probably make like a shorter version of it, like it doesn't have to be that stupid long. Like maybe like you know spike the hair up, but not like that logically gravity defying long. I don't know. Cause you're right. It's something about him riding in that tank. All of a sudden, he's like jumped from like being in my pile of favorite characters to like top 10. Like, it's just, that gave him so much personality. That pure tank ride, like, that made his character go from, like, a good character to, like, the greatest character. Like, yes! He has a hubris, and his hubris is the love of riding tanks.
I love it. I just can't. It's just too much for me.
Senku is a fucking phenomenally written character. And don't forget, too, one of the last things I want to bring up is something that I always loved about his character, because I thought this was really deep, because I never got to talk about this, you know, because this was before we reviewed it, but like what I love about his character is that his character design has one big thing that defines his character, and that's the E equals MC square on his shirt. That isn't just written there, that's written there in his blood. You remember that, right? Mm-hmm. Like there was a moment where he was alone. He was alone in this world, and at least to his knowledge, he was alone. He thought he was the only human in this prehistoric world, and what he said to himself was, I have to remind myself that no matter how panicked I am, no matter how shocked I am, science has a solution for everything. I can get out of this with science. This is a situation that's so daunting, so terrifying, most people would give up. Some people would kill themselves. But science is the thing that held him back to reality, held him to his sanity, kept him from going sane, and he visualizes that by drawing it as a reminder on his coat. That is so fucking awesome, and I love it. That makes me want to cosplay him even more, because I like it when a character design isn't just for aesthetic. It isn't just there to look cool. I like it when a character design actually adds to that character, and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't remember who did this video, but someone, either one of the Mother's Basement or the Gigic or the Super Eye Patch Wolf, one of them fuckers did, and I say fuckers in a loving term, I love them. They did a video, like, how to make a good character design, and one of the big things they talked about in that video was character design should basically, you should be able to look at a character and know almost everything about that character from looking at them. So like he broke down how like you can look at this character and you can see from how they wear their clothes like this, maybe they're a bit of a rebel, and how they wear, you know, like I'll see if I can find that video again, but like there's a lot more that goes into character design than you think. Mm-hmm. But yeah, fantastic chapter. I love it. I'm so excited to see where it goes. This manga continues to impress more and more. Peace.
Peace.